Howdy y'all, my name is Bourbon, and today you're cooking with bourbon. Right here we're making bourbon's world famous bourbon steak marinade. Now there's a few ingredients to go into this, but it'll turn any cut of beef you got into something that's real tender and tasty for the grill. Now you're really going to want my recipe. Hang on just a second. So let's get to it. We're right now in Bourbon's mobile flavor lab where all the magic comes together. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this camera around real quick. Let's see here, will it do that for me? I'm sorry guys, camera here screwed up, but I need somebody to kind of help me out with this, and I'm trying to do this all myself here real quick. So anyway, I'm gonna recap what I just did, but I didn't get it on the video. It'll be on this one. I'll just blend them together. So I took half a cup of soy sauce, put it in the mix. The mustard I used is the Hengstenberg. It's the medium hot or German mustard. It comes from Germany. You can find this around some places. Pretty good. You could use your own. You could use French's yellow. I like this. It has a good flavor to it. Germans do mustard right, just like the beer. Sometimes bourbon likes the beer. Got to put in your brown sugar. And of course, last but not least, your bourbon. That's right, got to use the bourbon. Also be sure, just like bourbon, pour yourself a little bourbon, take a sip. That's good. Now, we're going to go ahead and mix this up till it gets nice and all well blended together. Also put in about a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper. Make sure that gets all soupy. We're going to go ahead and get that real nice right there. Get that little glaze going. It's kind of thickening up, which is what you want. Yeah, righty, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off real quick, and I'll show you what we're going to be doing with the next step. Otherwise, it's just going to be sitting here watching me stir this, and it's going to be kind of boring. So I'm just going to make sure this gets all well blended. I'll show you what it looks like after. I'm back here again. Alright, I managed to get the mixed out. We're going to go ahead and now we're going to go ahead and treat the meat. First, got to have another shot of bourbon. Yeah. Alright guys, so this is how we're going to do this. I wish I could flip this camera. I used to be able to flip this camera on the fly, but it's not cooperating today. You have to bear with me here. I'm going to cut this video again, and then we're going to put them all together and edit them. Here we go again. We got it right here. These are some of the nicest London broils. I had them on sale over at the store today. USDA choice. These are real nice. We got the marinade right there. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I had a little something extra to this. I put about a teaspoon of ground coffee in there. That ought to give it a little extra robust, smoky kind of flavor. Along with all the other seasonings. So what you're going to want to do is going to get these out. And we're going to put them in one of these little bags right here. These little Ziploc baggies. Well, not very little. They're about the 1 gallon size, the big ones. That should fit in there pretty good. And we're going to go ahead and pour our marinade in this. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video again. Unfortunately, I have the lack of a cameraman. And we're going to go ahead and show you how to set these up real quick. So we'll pause this and we'll be right back. Okay, bourbon back again. As you can see here, I put the meat in the bag with the marinade. So it's sitting in there pretty good. It smells pretty damn good. What you want to do after you get it in there is, make sure you reach out. I got 2 big pieces of meat in here, so I want to make sure I distribute the marinade and the seasonings evenly around the meat. Don't be afraid to touch your meat. That's the thing. Some people get a little squeamish about this part. You don't want to do that. Go ahead, feel free, touch your meat, and go ahead and spread the seasoning all the way around. Make sure it gets all around the bag. And then we're gonna go ahead, close this up real quick, and put it down there in that ice box. We're gonna let it sit there for about a day, and then we're gonna grill it up. Now you want to save this marinade because this is gonna be what you brush on also when you're grilling. So it should glaze up pretty nicely. And once again, these will make some amazing steaks. You cook them to about medium rare, and you want just a nice healthy amount of pink in the middle, and it's going to taste amazing. These will melt in your mouth. Alright, well that right here, I'm going to go ahead and rinse my hand off. Gotta shut the video off again. Man, I need to get somebody to help me with these, but as you can see, meat is in there. It's going to stew in that mix, and it's going to be real good. And then we'll get the video of us grilling it up. Alright, this is Bourbon right now, signing out.